What's going on, everybody? This is Zach with Strictly Shisha. Today's video is inspired by one of you, the viewers, commented on one of my videos, which I always try to read and respond to. But today, Joya J, you get a video response. So your question was, what is ghosting? So you guys have known I've been smoking for a very long time and I've come in contact with a lot of different hookah hoses. So today I'm gonna tell you my experience with washable hoses and why I only smoke out of washable hoses. So back in the day, when we didn't have a lot of options for hookah hoses, they traditionally had a metal coil inside them, which gave them rigidity. What happened was when you smoked them for a while and condensation would build up, or you wash them out, that metal coil would rust and start to break down. And eventually you would ingest that rust, you'd smoke it, and it's not very clean and healthy, and it does tarnish the flavors. So that is why I only smoke out of washable hoses. So even if you guys are new to smoking and you just have your little budget pipe and you're first starting off, it's very important that you guys upgrade to a washable hose. That would be my recommendation as your second upgrade after natural coals. Get a washable hose. It's very important for the cleanliness and overall health of smoking. Smoking's already not that healthy, so let's mitigate all the risks that we can and make this a healthy and enjoyable hobby. So washable hoses don't have to be expensive. They can be very inexpensive, and I'm telling you, they can be as cheap as this Zara washable hose for a couple dollars, or they can be as nice as this Mason Tymber hose for $75. But it's very important that you guys get a washable hose. The big difference between these hoses is gonna be the comfort, the aesthetics, and the actual tubing themselves. Today I'm actually gonna talk to you guys about a new hose. StrictlyShisha sent me out this Ripper hose to review. I actually didn't even know the name of this hose. I didn't know the cost point. They sent it out to me with my hookah. And you know, the hookah is a beautiful pipe. It's like a $400 hookah, and I paired this hose with it. And I was like, man, I really like this hose. This is a beautiful hose. I was like, the handle is a little light and inexpensive feeling, but it's a nice hose overall, and I thoroughly enjoy using it. So I looked it up on their website, and this thing comes in at only $18. So that blew my mind for how inexpensive this very high quality washable hose is. So some of the features of this particular washable hose, it does have a spring so you avoid kinking. It does have a super soft touch silicone. You guys know I love soft touch silicone. The difference between soft touch silicone and your traditional D hoses, which I'll bring one here. The D hoses have this silicone here, which is very, very rigid. It's not malleable. It does snag on your clothing, couches, and it's hard to pass to friends. Extremely durable, but it's just rigid, and I don't like smoking these as much anymore. So I've actually moved on towards these soft touch silicone hoses. In the past, these things have been very, very expensive, but these days, as we're producing even more now, they're becoming even more competitive in the market. These things are becoming a lot more inexpensive. So at 18 bucks, you are getting soft touch silicone. The handle is aluminum. This thing is fully washable. It won't rust. And I'm surprised at how comfortable this thing is. It does unscrew apart if you want to deep clean it. But man, I'm telling you, putting this thing in the mouth with this little lip here, it's super comfortable. Nice wide open gauge, so it doesn't restrict any of the airflow, and you can really enjoy smoking. So for $18, I would thoroughly recommend you guys check out this Ripper hose if you guys want to upgrade to a washable hose. Or even if you guys have a D hose and you want to upgrade, I think this $18 hose is an upgrade over a D hose because of the soft touch silicone and how malleable and easy it is to use. So thank you, StrictlyShisha, for introducing me to this Ripper hose because it is pretty awesome. There are a lot of other options when it comes to washable hoses. Even if you're a traditional smoker, you like your Shikas, your KMs, and you like that traditional handle feel, you can still get a washable hose. You don't have to go with those old school hoses with the paper on the inside, and when you wash them down, they'll break down and start to like melt, basically. You can get these Shika washable hoses. So as you guys can see, they come in a lot of different aesthetics, different sizes, different looks, but it's really important that you guys smoke out of a washable hose. Another one I used to really like in the past was this B2 hose. This thing is like 40 bucks, comes with a simple tubing here, soft touch silicone, and I'm telling you, this thing is also a joy to smoke out of. I enjoy smoking out of all these hoses. I'm always changing the hoses out, but the moral of the story is they're always washable, so I'm not getting rust. But now to specifically answer Joya's question, what is ghosting? So in addition to rust and crap that gets in your hose, obviously you're smoking these wonderful potent hookah flavors, and sometimes that leaves residual flavor in the hose. So let's say you're smoking something really extreme, like some double apple. And let's say I had some double apple in the bowl yesterday and I go to smoke today. What would happen was that residual flavor would ghost and leave remnants of that flavor behind, even though I'm not smoking it today. So for example, right now I am smoking watermelon. I would get a bit of watermelon taste and that double apple. So it's very important to eliminate that ghosting. You do wash out all of your hookah products. So if you didn't have a washable hose, you couldn't really do that because the hose would break down. But because these hoses are washable, you wash a double apple flavor right out and you can enjoy what you're smoking today. So that is the beauty of a washable hose, and that's what ghosting is. Ghosting can occur in your hose, in the base, in the stem, even in some of the bowls. So it's really important after every single hookah session, you wash all of this stuff out. Now, if you guys have been watching the channel for a while, you guys know me. I don't exactly do as I say. So take my advice, wash the stuff out, because if you're like me and you don't always wash your hookah hoses out, because I don't really mind a bit of ghosting. If the flavors mix every now and then when I'm not reviewing something, it doesn't really bother me. But what I have noticed recently with this B2 hose, which I've been putting a lot of sessions through, this thing was sitting on the couch and just shisha juice was just coming out of it. That condensation that was building up, the saliva, it just becomes unhealthy, and I had leaky hose syndrome. So don't take after me, wash your stuff out, buy a quality washable hose. If you guys are not sure which one to buy, check out vendors like Hookah-Shisha, watch my videos, see the hoses that I'm using, check them out. As long as it's washable, it doesn't really matter. The rest is based off aesthetics, the draw, and things like that. But for the first time you guys have seen this hose, I'm telling you, this is a quality hose that I would definitely recommend. The only thing I really don't like is the stem here is not very long, so the hose does pop off. But for 18 bucks, who really cares? If you're upgrading from a Maya hose, I would do this all day. If you're pairing this with a $500 hookah setup, I'd enjoy this. It's really comfortable and really affordable. So there is no excuse for not smoking out of a washable hose. You guys have the tools now to be empowered. Even if you only have a couple bucks, go pick up one of these and throw them out after a while. But thank you guys as always for watching. I appreciate you guys, and feel free to continue commenting below with your questions and I will try to answer them. I can't promise a video, but at least give you guys a response. Thank you guys, have a wonderful night and see you later.